Hello everybody, I'm Overhaul, and why am I late to discussion? And in case you're wondering what I mean when I say I'm late to discussions, I mean discussing Jack and Cracker in a fight. Like what, was it 2 weeks? Or was it a week? Like, it's a freakish amount of time. And hell, right now we're gonna be asking ourselves which one is more powerful, Dragon Form Kaido or Oni Form Kaido. But yeah, today we're gonna be discussing Jack versus Cracker. Now, the reason why this debate probably started was because in chapter 920 or 921, Shutamaru faced Kaido, and let's just say he was getting the upper hand on him very quickly. It didn't help the case much, considering the fact that because he had a different title, which was All-Star, which is not to be debated to either be a rank between Headliner and Calamity, or maybe All-Star is the actual title. Who really knows? But yeah, we got the debate, is Jack or Cracker? Which one of the two will win a fight? Now, majority of people think that the reason why Jack would win a fight is because Cracker has a very weak, ability to take damage. Like, yeah, very extremely weak. Now, I feel like it is kinda bullshit. Because, for starters, we don't know if Jack can break Cracker's armors, like maybe when he's his mammoth form, but I don't know, I feel like Cracker's is more Biscuit armors are more than big enough to, able to take Jack's mammoth form attacks. Because, Cracker's an already pretty big character. Like, he may not be as big as Smoothie, Oven, Daifuku, and Karakuri, by no means, but he is pretty big. Like, I think he's actually bigger than Gear 4 Luffy, or at least a tiny bit bigger. But I'm pretty sure he is bigger than Gear 4. And that itself is a pretty big form. So the Biscuit armor, just to have him inside would be had to be pretty ginormous. So yeah. And consider the fact Jack has not really shown off any special abilities that could really suggest that he can, easily break the armor. Like, really, he has not shown anything that suggests like he could be like Luffy Gear 4 Gatling gun to break it. Like, maybe he can push back to it and see which one, it will be hard to see which one would be equal. But I think it's debatable if Jack contains enough physical power to break the armors. So yeah, it's debatable. But even if Jack doesn't have the physical power to break Cracker's Biscuit soldiers, we still debate of how much damage can Cracker take. Now, first thing, I am pretty sure that Cracker is faster than Jack. So I am pretty sure that Cracker can dodge multiple attacks from Jack before he can actually get hit. Now, if Cracker can take the attack, now that's something that's debatable. Very debatable. So, yeah. No, at least in the anime, we see Cracker getting punched by Luffy Gear 4. That might be emphasizing that Cracker can take damages, it's just his result would be more like, oh, let me give you an example. If let's say pre-time skip Zoro's strongest attack would be used on Kakore. He would barely react to damage. Jack would barely react to damage. And Mark would barely react to damage. Well, he would immediately get killed. Ben Beckman would barely react to damage. But Cracker would react to damage. I mean, it would not beat him, but it would hurt him severely, and he'll be like, oh, I know bullshit, it's time to fucking eliminate him now. On those levels, let's just say. Because you see, whenever they add some extra scenes into the fight, I feel like they add them to show they can actually fight more than we assume. Because let's face it, in the manga you kind of need to be like saying, do you want to draw this in? Do you not? Is it really necessary to add this scene in? Yeah, this page in. Yeah, it's debatable. But in the anime they can add as many things to the fight as they want. Because, I mean, come on, people are gonna love the fight anyways. So this is what I actually feel like they could do. And they probably go through with Oda is this all these scenes extra alright. So I feel like when Oda looked at them, he could be like, yeah, these scenes are alright. So yeah, I actually think that Cracker can take some damage. It's not like he's immediately going to be defeated just by one direct attack from Jack. Because I mean, it would be kind of weird if that because let's all be faced, that's weird. Like maybe in the past, but let's be honest, Cracker needs to take at least some physical damage. So yeah. Also, the way he has been taken out isn't exactly the most, how shall we say, oh, this is exactly how we expect a glass can to be taken out. Because in case you can remember, Luffy Gear 4 Tank Man, while Cracker was attacking it, he got sucked or absorbed into it, or whatever you want to call it, and when he was doing that, he got crushed. He was being crushed by Luffy's armament body, and pretty heavy, so very, not likely the most, how shall we say, weak of things. Like, wait, think about how, like, seriously, imagine a piece of glass, not piece of glass, what you would be about, yeah, piece of glass in between some big pieces of metal. Imagine like that. I mean, the glass will obviously get destroyed. So I'm pretty sure even that was the damage. But that wasn't enough. He also got fired from Luffy's gut through Cracker's biscuit soldiers, which I do think they were soaked with water, so they weren't as strong as they were, but maybe they were, probably not. But still, he got fired through all of them, which I believe was like around 10, maybe a bit more. And then flew over from the forest, flew right over, straight to Holy Cake, straight to the main, to the city of Holy Cake Island, right into the main building, crushed in, fall down. Well, at least it could be that I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It could just be he was wind up in front of the doorsteps, but still, he got blasted all the way to the city, fall down, and may or may not be dead, but if he's still alive, he would be severely broken. I don't believe that is exactly the most, how should we say, Zoro can take that without any damage. Yeah, I am pretty sure everyone except Big Mom, Kaido, Shanks, and the Admirals, and Rayleigh, and I'm pretty sure that I'm forgetting someone. I am pretty sure that every single character would be severely damaged if that happened to them. Hell, if those biscuit soldiers weren't actually soaked with water, that would make them even stronger. So Cracker got fired, got hit into 10 or something biscuit soldiers, break all of them, and right into the main city. That's not exactly something we can say it's weak at all. I mean, whoever thinks that's weak, then you severely underestimate the power of Luffy. Which, considering the fact that there's a debate on who's stronger, Luffy or Zoro, yeah, I can see everyone kind of be considering Luffy to be a bit weaker, but that's besides the point. Back to the Jack and Cracker fight, yeah. So yeah, I feel like that was a lot more of a damage than someone that's a glass cannon should really take. Yeah, that's severely too much. No, so yeah. Now let's also discuss some other techniques and abilities we've seen from these two. Now, let's begin with Jack. From Jack we've really just seen he seems to have some basic slashing abilities. When considering his weapons, yeah, it's not that far-fetched, but still just some basic ones. And his mammoth form. Now, I don't actually think Jack has that much of a different abilities or anything like that. Like, maybe his hybrid form. But I'm assuming that, he doesn't have any kind of abilities. Like, I mean, because here's the thing. When he was battling, Urashi and Ikomamushi, he didn't really... I'm pretty sure that his special abilities would be at least one and would be shown. If not in the manga, then at least in the anime. Probably because it would be considered filler, but to be fair, I'm pretty sure that could be still canon. Because why would they include that or not? So yeah. So I feel like Jack doesn't really have anything. It's basically like this. Come in, fight Paul over destroy a bunch, either and then fight until you win or we have no chance of winning. I mean, I can't really see Jack having that much of a different arsenal. Plus, I kind of feel like that at least with Jack, is the thing is with him that yes, he's incredibly powerful, yes, he has incredible amount of stamina, yes, he has pretty strong vulnerability, but it's just so fucking easy to fucking dodge and get an upper hand on him. So yeah, I can kind of see that. Now to Cracker. Well, we already know Cracker has his biscuit soldiers, which act as extra defense, and he also and as his puppets to fight. And we also know he has powerful arm and Haki. I mean, at least in the anime, it was shown that he can clash with Luffy's Gear 4 and only be pushed a little back, which I do believe it's canon also for the manga. It just wasn't shown. So yeah, he is powerful and he is definitely faster than Jack. Because, well, he was moving around very quickly. When he was not in that biscuit armor. He also extreme mobile, of an attacker, and he also has this whole striking presence, like that, those javelins or whatever they are called that Speed Zero and Shura from one of the Ender's Grand Prix have. He seems to be using his weapon like that mostly, his sword, so yeah. Also, I don't think it's even said that Cracker's only ability is to make those biscuit Biscuit Soldiers, because I can also see Cracker being like, if he's needs to make an ultimate shield, he can just do that, and he can make a giant barrier of Biscuit's shields, which would probably be more strong enough to handle some attacks. It was just he was using the Biscuit Soldiers because that's also a defense and attack. So yeah. Does Cracker have anything else we should be discussing? I mean, his Conqueror Saku seems to only affect homies, from what we have seen. So I don't think so. So it didn't really help that he was just being way overconfident doing the most of the fight. So yeah, it's got to say specifically. But I believe we have seen everything he could show. Plus, if he's in an infirmary, he's probably being healed for a very long time. If not that. Did someone send a question to Oda if Cracker is still alive? Because Anime clarified for Bobbin. I also believe they clarified for Opera, but I don't believe they clarified for Cracker. So yeah, it's kinda hard to remember for those two, but it's kind of easy to remember for those two, but for Cracker it's a bit harder. So yeah. Now let's go how the fight would go down. How would the fight go down? Now, the way I can see it, just the two coming across. I don't believe Jack walks around everywhere with his mammoth form. So I can see Jack just being his normal form. Human form, or should I say. And Cracker is definitely going to be his biscuit armor. They'll start a fight, and Jack would pretty much be evenly matched. I mean, after a while, let's say, Luffy had gear 4 when he went into the fight, but either Jack goes into his mammoth form and he actually strikes with real force, he'll break the armor. Then Cracker would be able to jump out and then use his sword, Pretzel, that's a weird name for a sword, and damage Jack's trump, which I do believe is going to be. So I believe after that damage, Jack would probably revert himself back to normal because, well, Cracker was able to cut Almond Hockey gear for Luffy, which I'm pretty sure is a bit more stronger and thicker rubber than normal Luffy with Almond Hockey. So yeah, Jack would probably go over to his normal form, and if he actually stayed there, well, guess what? Cracker would be able to avoid attacks and he just strike it with Almond Hockey and all that. He could actually clap into existence an army of Biscuit Soldiers, just so if it's a full force attack would just be a waste of energy, and Cracker could easily just damage you when he's not doing it, when you're wasting time on Biscuit Soldiers. Since then he'll revert you to his human form or his hybrid form, but since we don't know what his hybrid form is like, let's just say he'll be reverting himself to human form. Now he would go back to the fray to fire basically try to damage him this way, but pretty quickly Cracker would be able to make Biscuit Soldiers, which will again be around the same power level. Again, I'm not saying that Biscuit Soldiers are stronger than Jack, but I do believe they are all around the equal power level. Or hell, Cracker could probably make a giant Biscuit Soldier that's a size of a giant, although it will waste a lot of his stamina or something. Or hell, it doesn't need to be the size of a giant. Just a ginormous one. And that one would probably be a bit more harder for Jack to fight. I feel like that battle would go on for a while because Kyraban established that Jack has a big stamina and able to take a lot of damage. Cracker doesn't have the same amount of stamina, but I'm pretty sure Cracker can at least, doesn't exactly need to waste his stamina that much because, again, I'm pretty sure that also one of the reasons why Luffy was able to break the basic almost was because of the force that his gear 4 techniques gave to his punches. So yeah. Also think about it, those were multiple punches that could damage most of them equally. And I'm pretty sure Krakow doesn't have a multiple damaging fist thing. I really need to make a barrier so it's not gonna look weird when I use both of my arms. Yeah, that's something I also try to fix, but let's focus back to the fight. So yeah, I feel like this fight will go on for a while. But, so, unless if it rains or there's a giant splash of water, I don't believe basically Krakow is going to be in a big disadvantage. The way I kind of see this fight ending is basically like both Jack and Krakow both tired because Krakow was using so many biscuit soldiers and have to move so quickly so he would not be damaged by Jack. Jack would probably get at least 1 or 2 hits on him, but not to a point that it would be Krakow was not going to be able to fight anymore. And then Jack would still be extremely tired and practically defeated because not only I just said both the two would basically be extremely tired, like barely able to stand, like they need to use their swords to like stand up. No, either you'll take Jack getting Krakow get 2 hits or less from Jack, and then spend so many time and so much stamina on the Krakow soldiers for days and days. Because again, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Jack who will have a hard time destroying them in Luffy, because there's nothing that suggests that he would be able to break them easily. And even so, it's sure he can make a giant group of them quickly. So yeah, and Jack would also be pretty weird because, let's face it, after the 5th day and the 5th night, he was always like, alright, maybe fighting him to totally get defeated is kind of a stupid idea. So I feel like it will kind of go. I personally feel like Krakow would be able to stand a bit longer because he could, it's not guaranteed that all of the basic soldiers are gonna be destroyed. Maybe he will still be able to summon at least 1 or 2 to take down Jack. But I feel like he would be very close to dropping down. But I feel like the amount of damage that Jack got, and the fact he's already extremely tired, he would probably faint first. Because I feel like Krakow also has a bunch of more talented techniques, so he would probably be able to make something or have some kind of a different biscuit soldier or something that could very significant make even Jack not to be able to stand up for much longer. Because again, Krakow's food doesn't exactly have any specific, except for water. I don't think Jack is unable to do anything. Like maybe he'll change it into his mammoth form and then suck the water from the river and then shoot at them. But let's all be fair, is Jack really smart enough to do that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that not. So yeah, the way I see it, Krakow would either would have an extremely hard time with defeating Jack, but he would eventually be able to beat him, or just mostly win, like 51% times he would win and 49 times would Jack win, because again, he's a powerhouse and he can fight a lot longer than Krakow can. So yeah, it's pretty even. But I do believe that Krakow's better speed, more powerful attacks, extra fighters, and definitely better strategies. And I'm pretty sure Krakow will be less arrogant than Jack would be when it would come to a fight. Because remember, Luffy to Krakow, it's gonna sound like Krakow would be arrogant, but Jack, he'll probably not be arrogant. But Jack would consider he was arrogant enough when he came to Admiral Fujitora, former Fleet Admiral Sengoku, the great tactician, Vice Admiral Tsuyu, and 4 ships with powerful marines, yeah, I think Jack would be way more overconfident in his abilities than Cracker would be. So yeah, in my stance, I think Cracker would win a fight just because Jack is a dumbass and he has I cannot see him having any techniques that can beat easily the Biscuit Soldiers, and he would probably let himself be open for a long time. But anyways, you tell me, what do you think who would win? Would it be either Cracker or Jack? Leave in the comments below, and I cannot wait to see all of you people next time. Bye.